There's three key parts, or the first three things that we think of in terms of those basics. And the first one, the most important control that we recommend to all of our customers, is around patching. And that's both the operating system and all of the applications and software in your environment. You need to make sure that that's patched and up to date. The second one is around least privilege. This ties into your identity and access management. You need to make sure that everyone can get to the information they need to be able to get to, but they shouldn't be able to get access to information beyond that. The same with people who have got privileged access to your systems. You need to make sure that those accounts are only used when someone needs privileged access. The third one is around multi-factor authentication or second-factor authentication. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to stop organizations being completely reliant on passwords as their main cornerstone of security. By introducing second-factor or multi-factor authentication, they can reduce some of the risks that single protection has around the passwords and ensure that their environment stays more secure. With a lot of the organisations that we're talking to, we realise that their user education, training and awareness when it comes to security could be better. Most of those organisations even admit that they think there are opportunities to improve that. I actually think that user education, training and awareness is almost a corporate responsibility in this day and age. We give our staff complicated and sophisticated devices. We need to make sure they understand how to use them and how to use them in a secure way that complies with our policies. So we work with organisations on a case-by-case basis to help them understand what that user education and awareness could look like for them and how to communicate that effectively to their staff and customers. The third thing that we see businesses and our customers sometimes struggling with is treating cybersecurity as a risk. And to do that, you need to take an holistic approach, you need to have a strategic approach to understanding cybersecurity, but treating issues as risks is something that a lot of organisations and nearly all of our customers are quite familiar with. We do it in health and safety all the time. One of the good things that I see in health and safety is where there's an issue or an accident in the workplace, quite often that prompts a thorough review of their risk assessment in regards to that activity. If necessary, they then apply extra controls or mitigations, remediations to prevent such accidents happening again, and then they communicate those changes to all of their staff. And cybersecurity should be no different. In fact, you should treat cybersecurity in exactly the same way. And where you have a cybersecurity incident, the most important thing after the incident is understand how it happened and how you can stop it from happening again. Review that in your risk management process and then communicate that appropriately across your organisation.